I agree with a lot of that, of course. So I don't know if you've heard that the CEO of Zillow, Spencer Roscoff himself, interviewed Obama. Did you know that happened late last year?
I did not realize that.
Why not NAR? I mean, how relevant is NAR to your firm's success or day-to-day success?
Well, I think that the National Association of Realtors is very important as far as being out there for us and helping us and getting laws passed. It's interesting that they did not, for whatever reason, did not interview NAR. I find that quite puzzling, but maybe they are trying to take over for realtors. Maybe they don't want realtors in the picture any longer. I'm not sure.
Well, Mr. Roscoff also said that, and this has been a lot of discussion regarding the statement, that realtors pay now 40% for relocation leads or
Through
even
Zillow?
referrals.
You mean
No, just in the industry.
in the industry?
They pay 40% and on relocation arrangements or in regular referrals. Why not pay that much? He asked, and that was met with a resounding, that's too high, that's crazy, and we won't pay that.
It is crazy. I think you as an agent who's doing all the work and you're giving away 40% of your commission, I mean, that's quite a lot.
When you say doing all the work, you mean it's your listing?
I mean, if it's your client or your listing, you are doing most of the work. So to give somebody a referral fee of that amount seems pretty high. But if that's what's going on in the industry and that's the way it is, then that's the way it is.
Mr. Roscoe was likening a Zillow lead to a relo referral fee, is what I'm saying.
I understand. What you're saying is that Zillow would like to get a referral fee from an agent that they refer business to. Is that correct?
They touched upon that as another revenue model, as likening it to one that currently exists.
I would not be in favor of that.
I wouldn't think so. Someone asked a good question in a Facebook group I'm in and asked, has any real estate brand captured the attention or brewed the controversy as has Zillow? And I mean, can you think of anything that has kind of swept the nation?
Like Zillow?
Yes.
I would say that Trulia is probably one of those companies that is obviously, because they're going to merge, they must have some, according to Zillow, they must be beneficial to Zillow. Realtor.com has been very, very big out there. I don't know of anybody else that has been that large.
Any real estate company, any brand, even your own?
The company itself?
Sure, not necessarily website,
okay.
Any entity.
Any company that, say that again?
Any entity, any company, Coldwell Bank or any, what has kind of...
I would say Houlihan Lawrence has done a heck of a job sweeping the country, sweeping our area.
Sweeping our area, for sure,
yeah,
but certainly not Nevada
No, that is correct.
Idaho.
No, that is correct. I would say that probably Coldwell Banker does, and Weichert probably does a lot of business. I don't know if Weichert goes out of their area other than New Jersey and New York and Connecticut, probably.
I think one part of it is that realtors, that consumers like to be like to be in the position of control where they can access the information without being in a sales environment, and it's also almost perfect timing where everyone now has phones and tablets that get them access to all the information. So it's kind of a perfect storm of giving maybe the consumer what they want and freeing them, from any contact with the realtor until they really want to buy something.
But that's the way it always has been. I mean, your first appointment is going online and going through the pictures, and you go through those pictures. That's the first appointment that you have on your listing. So I understand that they may want to get all of that information, but there are certain questions that can't be answered just by that information alone.
Okay. One of their, I was wondering if, because Zillow brings buyers directly to the listing agent, and there's a big subject that I have been paying a lot of attention to, could that spell the demise of the offer of compensation? Do you think that a seller could say, wait a minute, we have only one broker involved, I'd like to maybe save that?
So they would have to change all the rules in order for that to become effective. They would have to change the rules. I mean, at this moment, if you have an exclusive right to sell agency, even if anybody who comes to you or to another agent is going to get compensated.
Yep, sure.
However, if Zillow is trying to establish a referral fee and try to cut out maybe the selling agent.
Right.
I don't know that that's going to work, because who's going to be working in the best interest of the buyer? You'll be
Maybe
working
no
in the
one.
best interest of the seller if you're the listing agent, but who's going to be working in the best interest of the buyer and help that buyer negotiate a home or anything to their best advantage?